But for us now, good evening. The program that watch now, UDUOTA, the reach now from independent television. And for you, if you are join us for any part of the world, when you see UDUOTA, for this side, UDUOTA means heart of the matter, and the heart of the matter, let me call the don't say when we postpone this discussion, particularly when it comes from Edo State, and you get to do with the palliative where federal government won't give to states and how Edo State government want to manage that. So the right and proper person say, you go talk for that matter, they will talk. Well, first of all, man, I forget say my name is Mark Ololo, and then they with the Honorable Commissioner for Information for Edo, Chris Neka. Chris, good evening.
Well done, good evening.
I work now.
Thank God.
Okay, Eugene Inofe, now one political analyst, and I do talk for you. Eugene, good evening.
Good evening, my people for us. Now, good evening.
So, Commissioner, sir, tell us first of all, this issue of palliative. I don't know ask now why we see now Wi-Fi on the federal group for ring road.
And I just said don't ask you that kind of question. Okay. The issue of Wi-Fi now before this government, this federal government come, and before subsidy come. We don't before they do subsidy. This is a plan where we don't get, where we don't do for the past 6 months. And we talk say by the September this year, which is this month, we will don't put Wi-Fi for the whole of all the local governments for Edo State. And when we talk that one, we identify everywhere where this Wi-Fi go to. So now when this issue of subsidy will come, now we can't tell people say, look, it did here, it did here, it did there. Don't be Wi-Fi or subsidy now say we could bring Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi that what we don't plan to give Edo people, just like our minimum wage. We don't increase that almost a year ago. Not be so. So now subsidy that make us increase that. Till today, many states don't pay 30,000 or even say they want to attempt to increase their minimum wage. Edo State don't do it. So make we put that for better perspective. Edo State always get the interest of people at heart. We understand now say things hard because of federal government policy. So as a state, we don't see say this guy had time to come. So we don't put things in place to make sure say when he come, we go feel mitigate him. And then we do so.
Okay, for your back, for time want to do for inside the program, someone will come call us from Borno, say Governor Zulu, even they help to share rights to the small people. So why do can't delay?
Yeah, we get 36 states for Nigeria. Yeah. The talk of one state says Zulu they share rights. Don't forget, Zulu matter, Borno matter, now war zone. Now in the internally displaced people, now full there. So government there, they will take on these people. Don't forget, because of the wars of that ravaged area, federal government can set up Northeast Development District. So we could not compare Borno to Edo. You know, they be special case in terms of say war don't ravage that place. The place is damaged. So government they put special emphasis there. What they do there? NDDC. So what they do for South. What they do now the questions when our journalists and people also they ask how this Northeast when oil not day, how they get all these things where our Nigeria they produce, where we're supposed to they ask these questions. When they say why I do not delay. As we speak, Edo not the only state where don't you say his own internal revenue 500 million a month. So we want to give the poorest of the poor. As we speak, we revalidate our data where we don't first register people before to make sure say some people we believe say some people when they say poverty before they don't fall enter, and some people they poverty for the grace God also help them, they don't come out for that poverty level. So now we revalidate and update that register. When we don't ready for that register, they go on right now. So you are aware. When you don't ready right now, they will start to get money. Poorest of the poor for this state. We don't like say poor people day, but we go stay assist them. Now this is palliative matter with the talk. So government say from Monday, September 11, we will give bus rights to all Edo citizens. Not only from within Benin metropolis, but across the state, from Akoko Edo to Ewoyen to Ovia, across the state. And I not carry the routes come, but I sure you don't see the routes across the state for free of charge. We don't say we start first for the first 2 months. Edo State government will do plenty. Make una dey like una thing. When I move eye for Borno State or other state, make una dey like una thing. The wetin they do for here. Now for the only this state. I never tell them for Borno State, for Edo State, we get 24-hour power lights. Where they power street light, they power government offices. Where Edo State government do? Not for this state today. You don't hear Borno man talk say, in Edo they are doing this. Why Borno no fit do am? Make una dey like una own for this state. Now you see can talk.
Okay, Eugene, the use to commissioner says you agree with that?
No, I disagree with our commissioner very, very well. You only mention one state. You don't mention our neighboring states. Ekiti dey there, Ondo dey there. Which other state safe? About 3 states will be our neighboring states. This palliative one they talk about. Now government, now our state governor on his own, they do and being a palliative when he receive from federal government.
It's in a state government as well.
Okay. Now he talk about it's in a state government. What about the one when our FG bring come?
FG never give you anything for those states. What did FG give you for those states? Now they hide them. It is not hidden.
That is the now. The 5 billion bags of rice.
First and foremost,
receive anyone.
No, like first and foremost, I tell you, the 5 billion. Make una know they give credit to federal government till they give us 5 billion. Not be their money, now our money. Let me tell you what happened. They say they save 1 trillion or so for money will come because they know. So what did happen with the last federal allocation? They say they won't keep the money for the states. So states also to get 10 naira. Federal government say, if we give you a complete 10 naira, inflation will happen. Make we hold that 10 naira for now. Not be so. Federal government hold that money. Then they come to another meeting 1 week later. They come say they don't give states 5 billion. They make federal government tell us whether that 5 billion now from their federal government share of the federal allocation or now the state's share that they give back to the state. Make we get all these things right. You see, we cannot be talking about say state. First and foremost, the federal government give the states complete their statutory allocation. The answer is no.
They don't give the allocation complete.
They don't give us allocation complete before. So when they talk say you give state 5 billion, and they constantly tell states how they want to take. Now their money when they tell states say you will give 2 billion for loan, you will give 2 billion to buy water. Like they are not with their money. Now the state money where the constitution don't design say it will go to the states. Make federal government come tell us now. Make una ask the question, Mr. Federal Government, we thank you for saying you don't give states. Was this 5 billion from your own share of the federal allocation or for money that was due to the states? Make we get all these things right. See, a door with the opposition, but we don't want to talk. When we talk, to say with the antagonized federal government. But it is the truth. It is the truth. Palliatives, we need to call it palliatives, they call it support. They call us support because we have a lot of things planned down. Like I started just now. Now, federal government, now we pay the 40,000 and minimum wage, we increase our own, even before the year gas, not the federal government money. Now, what we tell you do. We don't plan, what do they call them? The fiber optics for across the state. The federal government own, not federal government our own. The one, you see, this issue of even the free bus rides, what we talk just now. We sit down plan now. Not be knee-jerk reaction because everybody jump. No, we sit down planner. We know what it will cost us. We know how it will work out. We will take data of the traffic of the people. We will know as a state.
But other people when they come for our radio show, they tell us say, instead of say you want to do 2 weeks free motor, free ride
2 months,
after that, 2 months free ride after that. So why they not charge the thing more than the charge if the 100 and make the thing for last than to say
that's
make am free.
As we would do and so listen, you cannot satisfy everybody. Now the same people let's say you talk say they want free ride, you are aware. So as government we have to take decisions for the betterment of the majority of the highest number of people. That's the decision we are taking. And we also make provision to buy gas powered buses that they come. We have to make a provision.
They won't buy gas powered buses.
Yes, so you see. Now, government, we need to take our people, the strength of our people, the happiness of our people, their living conditions, the cost of living. We want to try to reduce them because it's expensive for everybody. Not be only people where they street, it's for everybody. Big man before when they go to chop more every night or you drink palm wine, you drink beer. Eat a 4 bottles before they don't resort to 1 because it is hard for everybody. Business are not thriving. If you don't even manufacture, people where they buy from you before, if not 10 people they sell before, you know if you sell 3 now. It's hard. So what we're trying to do, money where you waste for transport or spend for transport before. Don't also forget, even with this free transport service, we get people they also rely, maybe bus driver, we get bus, we also rely on income from buses. to take care of their family. You want drive, they come up for road.
But why you don't do this? Why you don't do this?
No, some people dey. What do you mean? You know, some people dey. We're not going to wait for queue for the next free bus to come. Those people get to enter
because you know why we dey talk am for Edo here. We know say we tear eye. The way transportation be for Edo, e not so it be for other place. Other places reduce. So we also say make una also take most of those data, like from ring road to from Uluku to ring road now. Some places they still dey carry like 200, like 250. But I do na 500, 600.
I mean, to tell you, we don't know that one. Those places they take 200. How much be house rent there?
The house rent cheap too now. Yes.
The same standard.
Even for inside Edoso.
The same standard of house.
Even if I Edoso, if you go Rumi, the standard of life for there, bike and everything, it's not as high as people would take for inside Benin.
But you see, for some people, they will say, thank God. Say economic activity don't make us they prosper.
So after
cost of living. Cost of living, they complain now because of the shock where subsidy cost for all of us, but both big man and small man. Now they complain now. But 3-4 months ago, the bus driver, they happy. 6 months ago, 2 years ago, bus driver, they happy because now, if you buy a bag of rice, you buy chicken for your children, family to chop, because business is thrive.
For 2 months now.
But 2 months, you have a day. So everybody has to readjust. Everybody has to readjust. So the thing now is the circle. You know, early don't be recession go come, boom go come. Recession go come, boom go come. Now the simplest way they teach us for economics. You know, but our government here, they try to make us say we have a line where we say we try to maintain that line small. And then we do so. People know, everybody know if we agree, we will not be a zombie. Everything where government want to do. The whole town will agree. How? And government will like a society where we say everything what they do, everybody just say, well done. No. Government want variety of opinion to take mold government policy. So that's what we did wrong.
All right, before I go back to, make I also ask you the question. You know, say since when you never come, we dey pile up the question. One question I want to make I ask you now, we say, as this subsidy just come back, Taraba State Governor, Kebbi State, I'm pretty sure that's about 3 states, they just cut their state school fees. Now that time I can't go to increase their school fees.
Not be that time we increase our school fees. For those states, you also ask how many people they go to school. You see, compare apples with apples, not oranges with apples. Those states are champion. All our children, how many of our children not they go to school? All our children they go to school. And what we don't prepare our children for? Go find out whether those states don't prepare their children for this kind of things. We don't prepare our children to get skills through this our 6-3-4 system, our college of technical colleges. We don't prepare them for many things. How many of our children they out of school? Still too many.
But a lot better. The university.
Yes, now it start from small. We want to be able to boast that if 100 people start primary 1, that by the time they reach university level, at least 90 will go university. Or no one will university, don't learn trade by the time they reach junior secondary school. That is what our prayer is. That is the target we have set ourselves. Now, for those states where you mentioned just now, tell me, how many people they start primary 1? How many people they go to junior secondary school? Tell me. So make we compare apples with apples.
But school fees.
Listen, not be school fees be the issue. Not be you this time you day where federal universities strike for many years because the teachers say federal government need they support schools. Will you now call the school fees and then 3 months later all the schools are closed down? Closed down because the schools are not able to run. Will you now do that?
So the reason for the increase, the
reason for the increase, standard of education got to be maintained. Now people they teach these children for school. Schools have to be maintained and done, you know. And we get to be proud, say our schools, now school, will be glorified universities. We get to be proud. And for you to be able to achieve that kind of thing, now sacrifice. Now sacrifice. And I'm sure most parents, yes, as hard as they are, with the year of Mama Akara, when your husband not died 20 years ago, she fried Akara to make sure say Pikin go to school. Was that time, was the school fees cheap? School fees was not cheap because Mama Akara makes sacrifice. The same way my parents made sacrifice for me to finish school. They had other things to do with their money. but they wanted me to make sure I finish school. So they make those sacrifices for me to finish school. We expect, and when we finish school, we'll now be able to better the lives, not just of ourselves, but of our family, our parents. You know, school is very important, a very dicey thing. Education is also very, very expensive. But what is compulsory around the world is the basic education. That is why all governments, including our government, is making it as free as possible. When you don't reach university level, don't reach the level of learning skill, we get to encourage people to, if you want to go on, if you want to learn skill, go to encourage people. Nobody happy say it might exclude some people from attending education. But the truth of the matter is, who want to go university, go university, no matter how much you put.
Who want to go university, no matter how much you put. See, Commissioner.
So, say me a very patient person. And secondly, honorable commissioner, as they talk, I need to really give him time to talk and still respect his person. But however, many of his petition, or might say discussion, one, I will first take one from his side. One, he said the money not be palliative. Now, what's the definition of palliative? In his course of discussion,
no, I say we call it palliative. I say we call it support.
They call it support. Now, what be palliative? Dictionary definition of palliative is support. You understand? The another thing be say, money will not be your own, they're not going to use and support you. Now money will be your own, they're not going to use and support you. Now money will not be your own, not person if it support you.
I want correct. I say you don't understand when I talk.
No, now wait till you talk.
Talking about the federal government money.
Yes, I want to make you
tell you no. And that's not what I said in Edo State. This one we call palliative to give to people. We don't like using it. We like to use it as support to the poorest of the poor. Yeah. And then they now made a distinction that waiting federal government and now that 5 billion not be their own. Now the shortage I was trying to correct you. Okay. That not be their own. Now the shortage of money where they're supposed to give states, now they give states that 5 billion, not be their own. Let the federal government tell us now that they took it from their own end of the 52%, will be their own from federal allocation. If not from there they take the money, give states, then at their own. But if they give us from money where they withhold, say they don't want to give us at once, then they don't call on their own. That is my argument. But palliatives in Edo State would like to call it that support to our
Okay, let me come from your angle right now. I never say anything different from which they talk. If you find out the definition of palliative, it actually means support, not be the real cure of that matter.
True.
That's the meaning of palliative.
True.
Now, other states, even your present head news line now, Abia, don't invest 2 billion from that 5 billion to transportation. Not be Ondo, not be Benue, not be different other states. When we say they don't invest on the part of this money. One, federal government already called this 5 billion what? Palliative. It's very clearing. Even for if you go YouTube now, it's still there. Say now palliative. Now when you say palliative, if not from the budget or money when they give state government, they for still talk and say now so. If we even take the word say okay support or palliative when it be, the government already talks say now so. That is it.
We're still missing the same point.
Wait, no, that's just it.
That's not this. You're not understanding what I'm saying. Okay? Federal government can call it whatever they want to call it. What I'm trying to tell you is that they have not done a favor to any of the states. Listen, I'm supposed to give you 200 naira. You can't collect 200 naira. I can't give you 100. Say I will give you. I say because if I give you 200, you go spend now just now. Do you understand? So you hold the 100. 2 weeks later, I call you. I can say, come and take 15 naira. Come and take 50. Now and now, sir, I don't give you additional 15 naira. The question you're now asking me, that 15 naira, where you give me so, is it from the money you are owing me, or you are taking it from your own pocket outside? That is what I'm trying to. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, let me analyze something to you. You know, if I am owing you 20,000 naira, and I gave you 10,000 naira,
yes,
then as a result of the situation in the presently, I can say, my brother, take this 3,000 naira to support yourself. I tell you, say na money when I owe you, I borrow you. No, now let's call a spade a spade.
At that point, you know what? You where they collect the money, you know go ask, I hope so. This give me so.
Okay, our state government. You see, now very clearly matter. Now support, I support you. I don't say money when
you say we want clarification.
If we want clarification, you must the state government. Why you not ask? We ask. Okay, what was the reply?
They don't reply.
Okay, wait. They don't reply.
Go give them reply. What reply we wait for? Is it? Is it money? Is it part of what commission? We have not received it.
Okay, we have not received it.
We have not received it.
Okay, we have not received it.
No, we have not.
So the one when our state government, we never know whether I go do one more because many promises.
Which one?
This one when you talk for air now. You say you talk about rice
500 million internal revenue for support to the poorest of the poor.
Okay, wait.
Yes, that's what I said.
Okay, might clear this one. This one now you don't agree with me now. Say you say una never receive them. I want to tell you now. Say for palliative, when somebody say give you palliative or you call am support, wait to the money. What the one that they do now be saying support now one user support. Those people, una they owe them.
What are you talking about?
No, wait, because I want to clarify because Commissioner, see when you talk, I gave you time. I'm like that.
Yeah, but when you're making,
you will not have time to because there are so many points I want to bring it.
That they won't remember all your points.
That is what wait. Communication is when you talk, I talk, we have understanding. That's why I gave you time.
That's your definition.
I didn't interrupt you. Yes. If we they argue, we will not get to one point.
Okay, go ahead.
See. That one now one.
They owe them.
Wait, more leave that one first. That one now one because wait. Now, federal government now, as you want to support those citizens, state government, right? They support state citizens. You call them support, meaning you are supporting them. Federal government also wants to support to now with the 5 billion, as you have said. Now, not only that one. I took my time. Those traffic counts when they different area. I go meet them. What is the database of this thing? What will be the procedure? One procedure. How not they follow? How not they know the needy? What will be the process? They say, first of all, who you be? I say, I be common person like you. I just want to know how they do. They said they just accumulate names. I said, now I want to know the poorest of the poorest. This one they tell you, wait, this one they tell you so in now this junction, this Sapler Road by the junction. No, Commissioner, before because if they talk, I no interrupt. Not only that one, they tell me now as an indigenous of Edo State, say una increase school fees to encourage school. How? Okay, they tell me now say now Edo State be champion for schooling. So because they will be champion, the federal government want to increase school fees, not go be champion for school again. Are we encouraging education that way? No. We are not encouraging education by increasing school fees. The woman they frack before when if you pay children, pay picking school fees. Now when they don't increase the school fees, now you go frack pay. How? Check our state university, check the price hack. Now, no, how down when you are doing something like that, it is clearly you are not encouraging education. When other people they cut their education, are you aware there is a state now that even they want issue to the landlord to bring down the prices of rentage to help the state?
In a communist country, you did. In a communist country, listen. You cannot listen. We cannot be throwing things. I be landlord. I build my house. I work hard to build my house. Say government want to now put price control on my houses. Come on, think about it. But that is even not an issue. I appreciate what you're saying. I understand you about the school fees. Yeah. Like I said, it's a very difficult situation. It's a difficult decision to also make. But decisions need to be made for things to get better. We're all afraid of change. Across the country, across the world, change is the biggest thing. We're all afraid of change. If we can get anything for free, we'd rather get it for free. If we want this status quo to remain, we want it to remain. But when we change, and we see the benefit, we don't understand the benefit. We just got out of a strike.
I bet we could speak PG so that...
they had me go to...
just try.
I don't want to talk now. So we just come on for strike. Almost 2-3 years as children in the house. We all know the cost of that strike and the funding of education. Not be so. So would you rather state governments, they pretend, say everything is rosy, then push the ball down the road so that by the time another government come, strike will come, say we not fund education, close down schools, indefinitely. I have some children today, right, where would they help? Why I know. When some of their classmates did final year for university, now they do year 1, year 2 exam because of this government schools. But we were even lucky. I think Abu Salih was not part of that strike at that time, during the ASU strike. Abu Salih was still going on. You know, the federal, mostly federal universities and some other state universities, not really, that strike really affect. But we need to prepare for education to make sure it is sustainable. Because that is what the world is about today, sustainable. I understand the sentiment, and government understands the sentiment. But government don't just sit down, don't wake up, say, we got to increase fee. There was consultation, there was this, and not be today students started to rise. Students get very angry about it. When they did university too, I quarrel. So they increase school fees. We all quarrel. We do sub riots. We do all those things. Because when we did university as well, you know, because of this matter. But then I talk to you about trying to explain to Edo people about these palliatives. We get them right. We get to get them right. And then you mentioned the funny one. You mentioned that's what I'm coming back to now. You mentioned the data collection.
Yes.
You see, I don't know you meet for Sapler Road Junction or
that's Sakoba Road Junction.
I don't know you meet. I don't know the
I go Akpakpava Junction. I go there.
You don't go to center. No, we go to homes in the rural areas and its homes around. They come to house because, like I said, we have 316,000 households. Not the street we measure households. We go from house to house to take the number of households where we get that data. And then we had over 1.2 million persons where they live inside those households.
But suppose in a politics, I want to say
no, they thought so. But it was not exactly. But listen, let me finish. Listen, this was not done by those state governments on its own, but with the collaboration and support of the World Bank for the integrity of the data.
My people know they hear that English well. All those English too big. You know,
collaboration. Yes, don't underestimate the people, please. Don't underestimate us. So we don't know collaboration.
Pidgin English.
No, this is don't underestimate the people. Don't people know what they know what collaboration means.
There's a big book when they increase the fees.
There's a big book. So I'm trying to tell you that the data obtained, not with Migo Street. Well, you know, it was done 2020-2021, the original one. That is when we had 316,000 households and 1.2 million
310 people. Households.
316,000 households and 1.2 million people or whatever, right? Now, for that number, some people, like I said, if you don't fall back into poverty, some will not come on, which is the prayer of every government that more people get out of poverty. But with this thing will happen again now, we know some people don't enter again. That is why we are revalidating it. Do you understand? That's why we are revalidating it. When my brother here talk now, say, it's simple. I don't know who you see for there. Because I know, see, for Iyokoryomo, they are going from village to village, different teams.
So what will be the criteria?
You go to houses, you go and talk to the John way of the village, talk to the people in the houses, talk to them, discuss with them, take down questions. From when you see person when need government help to survive, when you ask kind of people, you go no. Nobody they drink beer for beer parlor. Yes, he may be poor, but he never read. When you see, you will know. You take down this data. You know, you see a lot of. I did get phone calls today.
So if now, so why people they consider now a political party? Because
after the cynical
after the local government election, I think a councillor. I don't want to mention local government now. You can't share.
That's a personal thing, not the government own. I mean, I don't share for my village before election, before this. I don't buy rice because I know some of my people did. I'll go to some people's house. They go pack here and give me the bring from farm. But I know they are not. They are some of the poor people. But me go when I go at times too. I go pack Indomie, pack this, pack rice, pack this. Also carry goes. Take take whole body. Things are hard. Those are personal. That's not government. When government won't give you palliative. They go announce them for television. You go see them for television. You go see trailer loads of rice. Not be inside boots where I carry how many. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So if the council will do that one to thank people for the election, it's personal. It has nothing to do with government. You know what I'm trying to tell you. Government has an effective and just data collection system. We're supervised by the World Bank.
But last week, see on this palliative, last week I could have talked to somebody for Abuja. When they see on this palliative saying they ain't get data. Maybe they wonder where this data comes
from. This World Bank help everybody create this data.
What time they say do this data?
Okay, are you part of the poorest of the poor?
No.
Are you part of the poorest of the poor? Listen, we know. You see, government are big organization. I was talking to somebody recently. The person stay for Urumi, but they work for Ekpoma. I asked him why. He said because EC house for Urumi, not for Ekpoma, but transport they wound them now. You know, and those people, they see more than we do. Individuals see. Before I enter government, there's some things I used to take for granted, but now it means a lot more. Now I want to even know how many people they enter Comrade bus. I want to know. It's interesting me to know now how many people enter Comrade bus from UDUOTA to Ring Road. Yes. When you have that data, you can plan for, is 1 or 2 buses sufficient? How long will it take before the bus is tired? When you do government, those things. But you when you enter the bus, don't concern you. As long as when you wake up, you see bus enter. So now government work to think all these thoughts for us. So this data, they don't come my house, come measure. We don't come Nigeria right there. We don't go find inside my house for GRA. Or they don't call say my workers when they work with me for house, so they be poorest of the poor. They are receiving some of them even higher than the minimum wage. So we have to tell ourselves the truth. We know those. I'm sure you know those that we can consider the poorest of the poor.
Okay, yes. See, before we
this man, sorry, what you were doing just now?
That's our telephone line because I believe say some people want to ask Commissioner.
Before you open this thing, see, Commissioner, wait.
Don't put that telephone line. Why?
My name now Eugene, no fair. See, first of all, most of us know this poorest of the poor. I never hear one day say anybody go count them.
Yeah,
I never hear, and I never, because I did very involved in grassroots, so I never hear anything like that. That one are one. You know, the system of the database collection. Now we Edo people. Let me not understand because I don't use the entire Edo people because I don't personally ask questions before you come.
I don't wait. Government office.
Wait now. Government go tell me what I want here. I don't personally go online. They search for waiting, how una take dey get the system. However, on that, me I go still do that research and me I pray make I still meet you again. Another thing is, how una go say una want to give free bus for 2 months? Then after this,
to start with.
I don't know say you say to start with.
Yeah,
then after that 2 months, una go retire back.
To start with. We said to start with. We may extend. Don't forget, all this is a dynamic. You know when we start that day, we call do 3-day school. Not so. 3-day school for children. But when they start school on Monday, they're reverting back to the 5-day school for children. Do you understand? So all these things.
Now this 5-day school they are reverting to, they will not pay transport anymore.
Not only them, their parents not pay transport to work either.
Okay, it will no. Now you say they just resume on Monday. Now. Meaning they will not pay transport again.
No, they won't.
Because for this Monday when they resume.
On 11th, yeah.
So they have provided bus of it.
Yes.
But why this thing be 2 months? Then after 2 months they will return back to their suffering.
Listen, you see, nobody they pray. So for head not be good prayer. Nobody they pray, may suffering continue. Government will continually do things to improve the lives of its people. We are starting up 2 months. If in 2 months' time we review it, we may carry on. You see, we cannot say, oh, what is suffering? Who wants people to suffer? Nobody wants anybody to suffer. And nobody wants anybody to tell that I'm suffering. We want to fight out, everybody desperately, all human nature, fight to get out of poverty. And that is what the government is encouraging. Person before, if the 5 tubers of yam you harvest this year, it's prayers to make sure you harvest 10 tubers the year after. The same way the children, not only the children, the parents, workers, everybody, me and you. I think go stand for Ring Road and make bus carry. I don't want to drive. Make bus carry me go Ramat Park. I go enter around free of charge. and they're coming back free of charge between 6:30 a.m. and 7 p.m. every day for 2 months to start with. When we don't, we will review them. We also collecting data as this is going on. I don't know why you don't understand. You don't like this data matter.
No, because it's very easy.
Today we carried. When this thing starts, there's always a rush. Sorry, sir.
Okay.
When this kind of thing starts, there's a rush. Maybe for the first 3-4 weeks, the buses will carry 4,000-5,000 people every day. After a while, people like Akpololo, people like me, when they enter the bus, we talk say, but the bus too tight. So I'm not going to enter. I beg you go pay my 300 naira. You may also force the other government buses to reduce their prices if they see everybody enter the free bus. Then from 4,000 a day, now it become 2,000 a day. From 2,000 a day, you're going to get 800 people a day. But by that time, price of tuke feed on the become affordable. So things happen.
Another area we public, they also the reason that be the issue of health and food stuff.
Yeah.
But they discover say for a doje, the way price of food is there, mostly because of this, you know, for other states like that. Government don't fit do anything about it because if to say like you to talk about data now, me I don't check data for Ondo like Ondo state, like Ibadan, like Osun. You understand? Then like data. So, you know, just big boo.
Whose food stuff go up?
Like now this normal Gary,
you mean say Gary cheaper for Lagos than for Benin?
No, I don't say Lagos. I say Ondo.
Ondo. Gary cheaper for Ondo than for Benin?
Yes.
The same yellow Gary with the chop?
Yeah, because when I want chop there, where would they go?
For Buka? Okay.
Not the same thing.
I don't know.
For you feel use that one clarify and say, but the issue is true because union for Edo they determine prices. And state government never saying to this. I was in TED. I go fix my phone. The people at the beer parlor, you know what they discussed? They were just discussing about union. Somebody who bring a full load of tomatoes, union not let them sell at the price. Because he wanted to sell cheaper because he got it cheaper. But union not let them, they say at that price. And the person when they don't already give her money, say okay, since it they cheap for that side, buy come. Are you aware that union ensure that person at that price go to sell?
That's,
you know?
This kind of thing is important to government. There's a ministry of commerce where they take such things very seriously. We cannot have artificial hike in prices for this kind of things.
Okay,
this kind of thing happen.
Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening, though.
This is Sonny.
Okay, go ahead, my brother.
Thank you very much. I'm glad that the commissioner is listening.
Okay.
I want to draw the attention to some of the cases not aware. For example, there is a widow I tried to help because I saw her in a very bad situation. So I tried to say, what do you want to do? The woman said she likes to trade on oil, palm oil. And this area now is the Kobai market, no revenue. So at the end of the day, I said, bring the budget. Because of ministry, we can talk to some of our ministers in Akko. They will help us that we'll be able to get maybe like 1 drum for her to start with or 5 rubber. The woman came back and said that they said before she can start that oil business, she must join union. So I now say, okay, since it happened like that, can you give me the union head? I will call to Safoma man at that time. I will report it because they have told us that to join union is not by force. The woman said, please, I should forget. Because if they get to know that she told me this matter, that shows that her life will be at risk. So to avoid all that, we want to help. I paid 42,500 naira to go settle union. Now, I didn't have enough money now to buy the number of palm oil I needed to buy. So that's the reason why instead of buying drum, I was able to now buy 30 litre fine from Agbo. That's one. When this your principal man, before he came into office, he said he was going to destroy the issue of dog or Agbo, illegal ticketing. Somebody like people though I didn't support him, I was hoping that he would bring that one to pass. As I speak to right now, go to Lagos Street, go to Mission Road. So women that are selling granola, those people that are selling fried granola and they don't know how to pay, they should sit back in their house. I have been saying this for the past 6 years. I have said one person was on the studio. They are yet to change this matter. So get it right. Don't go with police. Just like the other see any collecting money. These are some of the things I want you to look into because it's not part of the frustration. I know there's no way don't say God can even ask people to pay 1,000. Somebody is selling sugar. That's what can he do now? We are not the Banana Republic. The governor is in charge of the state as today. I know he can use his office to bring that to pass. I don't get a popular name. I don't want to call their name on radio or television. They go there, they are very popular. Nobody is going to stop them. Are you going to meet them and not leave them to continue at the essence of the people? That's good evening.
You hear what he talk?
Yes.
Added to that, make I tell you what one incident happened at Iriri. Even though this keke, the Congo Union, that a drop must be 300. Now, even if the person, normally you say, how much from here to Luku, you say na 300 naira. If you beg them, those they will say, I beg, make I pay 150. It will say enter. Now, because of fear of say union, it will say no, it must be 300 naira. That's what I'm saying now.
Or the union go find out.
Or the union go find out. What they say,
yes,
you can anything less than that.
Yeah.
The thing that affect transportation,
Agreed.
it affect food, it affect all these things. What this man talk about.
First of all, what in this Oga talk about just now, it hurts, especially when I know the system of the government. But we thank God, we have a new local government chairman in Oredo. He will address this kind of thing. He has to address it urgently because I'm almost going to say, those are non-state actors. Now they do that thing. Non-state actors. The state government will not want to collect revenue from someone who's selling granuts. 3 or 4 bottles of granuts. I mean, what do you want to do for? Do you understand? Especially when we know
The situation
of things. So the council chairman, I don't know if he's watching this, but I'll probably most likely call him after this. Also tell him, you mentioned the area just now, you said Lagos Street, I mean.
Yes, sir.
So let him, in case he's not aware, let him be aware.
See,
they will deal with that because it's very painful. I go to Mission Road at times to buy things, those rubber things. Some people come to say the ticket for parking.
Yes.
That is okay. If you want to park, you should pay to park. It's done everywhere in the world.
Yes.
But to now start harassing petty traders, if the person is selling on the pavement, you and I know you're not supposed to sell on pavement. And government will not even take money from the pavement. They will rather confiscate your goods and fine you for selling on the pavement. But we also have a problem. I know some women, bus drivers in the Popa Hill.
Hello, person is there? Good evening. I better speak out to. Come again, sir. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Oga Commissioner, I agree to. Oga Eugene, I also agree to.
The
matter one and talk concerning the palliative. Whether Commissioner call her palliative or call her support, all waiting we know see na palliative. And since federal government tell us say they give us to each state, make the state distribute them equitably
They never give.
to each citizen. That is number one. And number two, sir, the government, they say that democracy now is government for the people, by the people, and of the people. Countries when this Oga Eugene they talk about when God will bless. Commissioner, let me be very frank with you. Some of us go school for this state, especially for the higher institution. Like for one, I went to Abu Dhabi University. The school fees at that time was very cheap to the end and say, me myself, will people provide for myself, they pay the school fees. Of course, you they get all forms of contact claims not before the subsidy, then they increase the school fees and the rest. Then I'll say that government for the people. How you got to be government for the people when you say the school fees too high and don't they get better?
Okay, so the school fees too high because of time I run another one will fit take so that control fit get a response. Go ahead, Commissioner.
Well, we're talking about the unions.
Yes.
Government go act on unions. Like that one we talk about just now. A very simple thing. That kind of matter will go to the Ministry of Commerce. Because I don't really intervene for one, but one my friend is sell for Cook Road, they sell tiles. He complain, this guy complained. We get away with the handle now. The union, they deny, they withdraw. And everything was done properly. We don't encourage it. Joining union now, voluntary, not by force. And government.
But who go fit they check them? The Minister of
you can only check like
the Minister of Commerce.
The Minister of Commerce will go to the.
But I think they should have just like what the Commissioner of Education do so when you put a line, so that people should have access. There should be somebody that people should complain to. Now, when you just make them like that, like you're not going to fit.
Wait.
Put a special number.
There's something I want to say, Commissioner. You know.
And you can make them fast because
make them fast. You see, you made mention of something that I not agree with. My speak with my people go here. You say not be state government not fit collect 1,000 naira from person when they sell granite.
100 naira.
Okay, 100 naira for somebody when they sell granite. Then you say now non-governmental people they do this thing.
Not state actors.
Yes, not state actors.
Yeah, we don't know who they are. They are not working for us.
But this thing, me and you know, say it is contracted to some persons.
No.
When they do because they're not going to feed just.
Yes. Already chairman don't come. Say already chairman go act on that.
So are you they tell us now? Say those monies. Those internal revenue when those people they collect ever since is not to the state government.
I don't know. Listen, if first of all, if state government collect money from you, it's going directly to IGR. Yes. If someone is collecting cash from you, think twice. I don't say government they collect cash.
I dey buy ticket to the park. I park.
Hello, good evening. Come on, where your television, my brother.
But with cash, I paid with cash.
Yes, I know. Those ones.
Come on, where your television.
Don't sell ticket.
I beg, just don't search the point. Time no day.
Okay. Honorable Commissioner, may I ask you, Edo State, that you are looking for growth?
Yes, we had agreed. ICC now go.
Hello?
Go straight to Agros.
I beg, don't vex.
I don't vex.
You see the one way you dey ask you just now because me dey watch you for media now. Wetin make me dey ask you? As they collect those money, where the pocket dey go? That be state.
Now we dey talk so. Eugene asked the same question. I said some of these violent collect. First of all, union money in the come state. Let's clear that one. Now those people you say they new Lagos streets, those ones I don't know who they are. Now they define I say they may be non-state actors. You see many people there from this building where they do Ogbologbo, they been doing it for years. That they just believe say they have to do this thing, and we don't. Now we have a council chairman, and I believe say the council chairman can react and act. I will come out and tell you how to pay levies, how to pay dues and all that. All these ones where we don't get. Yes, we not fit take responsibility what you really do, but I agree with you. It's happening. I also agree with you. Many people have been arrested because they one time to where POV arrest many people where they collect. They say that waste management. They collect money from people. They don't say government POV. They can't set catch the guy. He dey prison as they speak so. So many people dey where they do all these wayo things, and they'll go area where people are used to paying this thing, and they do as if that person send them come. So the council chairman, I'm sure in the next couple of days, will come up with the policy to let everybody know who they fit collect revenue and which kind of revenue they fit collect. Yes. Because okay. That is what the cost is. Now this thing they cost the yawa.
All right, now that one I go cause the yawa. You see, say commission they even nab the Fiji pass me. So now this thing I they cause the yawa. Time no dey. You know, say when we start the program, we say a long way where time no dey for that program. Honorable Commissioner, we thank you for time when you take content, enlighten do people about the issue of palliative and how you go take waka and what the Edo State government want to. We believe it from time to time with the issue or issues like this. Maybe you come to tell the people the plans on get and how them too go fit interact with you and tell our people from Ministry of Commerce and even other commissioners may they provide lines, the Ministry of Commerce and Ministry of Agriculture, may they put waiting line wey people fit dey take reach them, so that people no go dey chop some of these things wey be say all this sugar cane abi banana wey dey use this take dey ripe and all of those kaba take dey ripe. When people want to access most of them, they no fit, may they try produce online. My brother Eugene, I thank you when you take join us this evening. Time not to the game, but we salute 2 of now when I take all of I greet you. My brother Eugene, I salute you. That's all. We're going to wrap up the program today for Inside This Program. Next week again, we'll deal with it again. Until then, God bless Nigeria. Good night.